had we had actually we were on the way of winning the game, but then all of us know 2020 hit, the world locked down, and my business was wiped out. I went from scaling in digital marketing agency to driving my car around Delhi, trunk filled with food and basic necessities, going through my network, trying to get oxygen concentrators, medicine for the people who were literally struggling to breathe. And this time of great equalizer was the time when my illusion of success shattered. I watched the medical system crack. I watched my very dear childhood friend work 3 to 4 days straight, an incredible surgeon. He worked 3 to 4 days straight, all just trying to save lives. And there were thousands of people like him. During this chaos, he lost his father. He was in Chandigarh then. He came back to Delhi. And he mourned him for 13 days, wiped his tears, and he went back to saving lives. Because there were people who needed saving, and he knew that he could do it, so he did it. He did not ask for a reward. He did not ask for recognition. All he did was perform his duty. And this is the core concept of Nishkam Karma. Nishkam Karma says that you take the hardest decision, you take the hardest steps possible for you, not because there is a reward at the end of it, but because you can do it, and hence it is your responsibility to do it. And see what has happened after 2020. It's been 5 years, almost 5 years since the lockdowns ended, and we have forgotten these people who we called warriors then. But they're still out there, right? They're still doing their karma, they're still saving lives. Hardly any reward for all of them. Well, that's their story. Coming back to mine, the world opened back up. I took a job in a corporate. I scaled a global vertical for a company, and the money was great. The title was great. I had reclaimed that average success. What I could not forget was 2020 and the fact that there were still people out there, the core pillars of our community, who were still quietly burning out. And since I knew this concept of arrogance of average, I knew that if I could do something about it, I had to do something about it. And hence I stepped away from my average success, and I built Athayush India. When we were building Athayush India, when we started with the basic concepts, we wanted a team to work with us. And when I was building this team, I did not want a set of people who would just say yes to me. So I looked to Mahabharat, and I started finding people who would fit the character description. So I found an Arjun, an extremely intelligent person who would relentlessly argue with me till the logic was flawless. We found a Bhim, eats a lot, hates sitting in corporate meetings, but he will definitely get the job done when everyone else is feeling stuck. We have a Yudhishthir who will be our moral compass. He'll keep us grounded to the roots and remind us where we started, especially when the stakes get high. We also have Nakul and Sahadev, experts in medicine and tech. But most importantly, we also brought in a Duryodhan, a childhood friend of mine who is extremely arrogant, extremely destructive, but the dude can sell absolute chaos to the highest bidder. See, why we wanted this was because we did not want a group of similar-minded people sitting in a corporate room deciding what to do. We wanted a war council. A war council is built by bringing in people with chaotic expertise, with a madness of their own, and pointing all of this at the exact same enemy. And what we pointed our war council at was the myth that degradation of your health or decay of your health is inevitable. That thought that all of you have right now and will keep on having. In fact, your parents also would have it. The thought that हमें क्या हो रहा है? हम ठीक हैं, अभी सब ठीक है. Even after 2020, we have not learned the fact that this हमें क्या हो रहा है वाला philosophy doesn't go for long. Once something actually happens, the only thing that's left is regret, because there was a time when something could have been done about it. So Nakul and Sere and my team, they built an algorithm. Now this algorithm actually is a true preventive healthcare algorithm. The current medical system, it calls the preventive healthcare. It calls something which if you can find a disease before the symptoms happen, they call that preventive healthcare. But think about it: if a disease has already happened, you are just yet to feel the pain of it. It's not preventive anymore. So the algorithm we have built, it tells you 5 to 10 years in advance what is the risk of a disease for you individually, based on hundreds of parameters, your 150 years of research, hundreds of biometric parameters of your own individual selves, your lifestyles, and so much more. It's a one-of-a-kind algorithm that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world because of one simple factor: they are not incentivized enough, because you are not incentivized enough to take care of your own health. Anyway, that's my story, and that's my reality. As I said, I'll make you uncomfortable, so I'm going to issue a challenge to you. And before I issue this challenge to you, let me tell you a story of another man who came to India from America after completing his engineering, and he was posted in a muddy, dusty village of Gujarat in a dairy. And he also could have taken that average life's path. He could have gone on and took that corporate job, that bought that car, but he saw the farmers suffering, and he had two options then. He could have taken that path, or he could have stayed in the mud and fight. He chose the mud. He chose the war. His name is Dr. Varghese Kurian, and he built Amul. He is the father of the White Revolution of India, and he is the one person who changed the economic landscape of India forever. See, that is the core of building a legacy. Everyone wants those big titles, those big funding, that glory, but no one wants to pay the universe. Universe is the harshest merchant there is. It charges you for everything that you want. So with this, coming back to this, no one wants to pay the sleepless nights, no one wants to pay the high risk of absolute ruin, and no one wants to pay the crushing weight of actually doing something that will change the world. So here's my ultimatum to you. You're sitting in these chairs and you are thinking of getting that job, living that life. Try not to get to that arrogance of being average. See, it's fine if you want that. No comments from me there. It's absolutely okay. But if you decide to build a legacy, here's what universe will charge from you. Universe will charge your comfort. The universe will charge your endless excuses. And the universe will completely take away your right to complain. Now it's up to you what you want to do. That is for sure. But that decision definitely needs to be thought on. Think about it once again. See, we have enough people in the world who are, who are living with the arrogance of being average and living in nice houses, and there are enough of them. So we don't need more of these people. We need kings. So you need to start thinking like one. Thousands of years ago, when Arjun actually was in the battlefield and he was feeling the guilt of attacking his own family, Lord Krishna did not hug him, he did not validate his desire to run away. All he did was to leave him with a command, with an absolute ultimate command. And I leave you with that same command. He said, "Hey Arjun, इसलिए उठो और दृढ़ निश्चय के साथ युद्ध करो." For you, what this means is stop, think, wake up, get up, build your counsel, and go to war.
Thank you so much, Ankit. Ankit, please stay on the stage. Thank you so